The individual living force. Srila Prabhupada. The gardeners supply water to the green trees, so why don't they supply water to this dead tree and make it green? Dr. Singh. From experience, they know that it will not grow. Srila Prabhupada. Then what is the element that is lacking? Scientists say that chemicals are the cause of life, but all the chemicals that were present when the tree was alive are still there. And these chemicals are still supporting the lives of many living entities, such as microbes and insects. So they cannot say that life energy is lacking in the body of the tree. The life energy is there. Dr. Singh. But what about the life energy of the tree itself? Srila Prabhupada. Yes, that is the difference. The living force is individual, and the particular living entity that was the tree has left. This must be the case since all the chemicals necessary to support life are still there, yet the tree is dead. Here is another example. Suppose I'm living in an apartment, and then I leave it. I am gone, but many other living entities remain there. Ants, spiders, and so forth. So it is not true that simply because I have left the apartment, it can no longer accommodate life. Other living entities are still living there. It is simply that I, an individual living being, have left. The chemicals in the tree are like the apartment. They are simply the environment for the individual force, the soul, to act through. And the soul is an individual. I'm an individual, and therefore I may leave the apartment. Similarly, the microbes are also individuals. They have individual consciousness. If they are moving in one direction but are somehow blocked, they think, quote, let me go the other way, end quote. They have personality. Karandar. But in a dead body, there is no personality, Srila Prabhupada. This indicates that the individual soul has left the body. The soul has left, and therefore the tree does not grow. Dr. Singh. Within the living body, Srila Prabhupada, there are innumerable small living entities, but the individual self who owns the body is also living there. Is that correct? Srila Prabhupada. Yes. In my body, there are millions of living entities. In my intestines, there are many worms. If they become strong, then whatever I eat, they eat, and I derive no benefit from the food. Therefore, those who are full of hookworms eat very much but do not grow. They become lean and thin, and they are very hungry because these small living entities are eating their food. So there are thousands of millions of living entities in my body. They are individuals, and I am an individual. But I am the proprietor of the body, just as I may be the proprietor of a garden in which many millions of living entities reside. Student. So if I eat Krishna Prasad, food offered to Lord Krishna, then are the living entities in my body also eating prasad? Srila Prabhupada. Yes, you are very benevolent. Laughs. You take Krishna Prasad for others. Karandar. Welfare work. Srila Prabhupada. Yes, but there are so many things within you for them to eat so that you do not need to make a separate endeavor to feed them.